If he steps back, I can come in and turn. It's a follow-up. It's the same thing.
Yeah, you don't really change.
I go
You just-
1, 2, and I just turn and pull this way, right? That's the follow-up inside the knee. You have to be careful though, because sometimes they kind of torque their leg. The first one's, I mean, as long as the guy knows how to break fall, it's completely safe, right? That's why we wrestle, just take him down on top or whatever.
Can you drop to your knee too?
You can, they don't.
If he steps back to avoid this one, and you turn and go, you drop to your knee when you do it?
This is this. So I'm here, he steps back, catch it, and turn that way, go up to his knee. Yeah. But that's why sometimes they kind of like power drive their leg down. It's a little bit rough. So, you know, I don't do that usually. People I don't know. But the first one I do, that's high percentage. So that's the, they call it the snake throw, right? So after the big turn, it's this long snake hides in the grass, right? So snake throw. Yeah. And then the other ones too. So I often talk about this. Almost every martial art, when you do some kind of kata or form, you're always winning, right? Like you're always in a winning position. Which is, I mean, how you want to train, so you keep your alignment, you're like, I'm winning, but you're not always winning, right? So the Bagua, a lot of these, like big turns, like when I did the Gao style, they're defensive, like you're getting pulled or pushed. So they're like, how can I salvage that position and keep force? Which is smart, right? A lot of other styles would do it, like Tai Chi wouldn't do it in the form, but then push hands, you might learn it. So Bagua, you're conditioning like your waist all the time, right? So he could be, you know, like if say he's pulling me backward, like I can turn, that kind of thing. You know, for this whatever technique, they're pulling from the back, or like if I'm even parallel and you push my shoulders, I go on the heels, right? If you push and I go here, I have a chance. So it's learning to do this, and I'm stable this way, yeah, making that global arch up with your chest. So the Sun style just does it in one form. The Gao style is in a bunch of them. They love doing this thing, and some of it's throw entry, and some of it's defensive. We're talking about today with the Jiao Bao form, they do the same kind of thing with the Bagua, right? If I step in here, you can arch back to try to get away, I'm okay. Right? Because I practiced, I can move my head. Instead of going, oh shit, I fall over. So I said defensive in the middle of my offense. So, and Hawk. There's two basic things. One is the
Foot season?
pardon me?
Foot season?
Yeah, the ones that pick up. So we'll talk about this, the spin, right? You have this movement, right? Right. So we talked about it's not a knee. The knees go forward, right? This comes back. So if you usually connect on the inside here, you pick his foot up. So it's their version of getting a single up, bending over. And I keep my arms straight, so if you can't punch me, then I just run, you know, I can do whatever. If you're very close, picking up the leg's okay. But on attack, like the idea to them of a level change and shoot, they wouldn't like, right? You get knee in the face, you get hit, maybe you get guillotine. So how do I get his foot without bending over? I come, well, this one I usually go on the inside, this frame, here. Now, the skill is in this. If I push Lawrence away, I can't scoop his foot. And I can't not do anything, right? So I keep a little pressure and I shuffle. The harder he pushes, the lighter his foot gets. And then I scoop it from my head. So I get here, scoop, catch, and then for real I just do this, knock him down. Yeah, that was the main one. We also would do the back inside, back heel trip, you know, whatever you want to do, but that's the easiest
Like
one. Pardon me?
Leg whipping?
Maybe like
I
whipping.
don't know if I just call that.
Because you don't want to ground fight, right? So I don't have to clear the single and take him down. I just want him to fall. So I kind of make the connection. A lot of times when he's pushing out, boom, now you can hit his face, but in practice I go right in the back, shuffle. So I just like you see, yeah, my back foot replaces my front, scoop it to my hand, and then I would just keep going. So we talk a lot about this, pulling into the hip. Right? Back foot shuffles up, scoop it to your hand. Yep. That's it. Another one, some I guess is pretty good at wrestling competition, right? They use this, it's because nobody expects it. Yeah. One more time. Right. That's the teaching, this scoop. And these are, now you can do it on the outside as well. My teacher's favorite. You kind of connect here, and you just come here and push. Go here. You run. And then he called it nose disappearing. He would grab your head and then hook and throw you on your, yeah. Because that's what we call it in Chinese.
Chinese have horrible names for throws. They're like, and then I go after your family or something.
It's called that. So I connect, and then I toe out, and I go here. And then I just drive in with my elbow, my leg, pick it up, and I can push it down, or you can, if you want to be.
It's like a pariah goshi on the
Yeah.
thigh.
Yeah, or leg in front.
Yeah, so
So,
it's
yeah.
just,
Normally when you're sparring, you just push the guy down sideways. So you kind of connect here, and then you're going to sequence, like the same thing in the, behind the elbow, turn your hand over. And then step your foot right into my foot, like hook it. So your elbow should make contact, you can let go of this one now, and just push me onto that leg. Now scoop it up, there it is. And then you just push me down.
Sure,
or
so
you could be-
it almost bends with your body.
Yeah, exactly like when you're doing the forms. There you go. Boom, just drive in, push, scoop, boom, got it. So those are the inside and outside. They call it Tom needs to take a trip. I don't know why it's called that, but that's the character. Not trip, like I go on vacation trip.
Oh.
Yeah. Then the,
Travel trip.
yeah. Then this, there's a couple of things. The main one is this. I go here, here. This will legit break your arm if you can get it. So I have a palm to palm, like a handshake grip on the wrist. Just like a lion, you pull to the dead angle. So now when he goes to pull back, it's not that easy momentarily. This is the kind of chop looking hand, and I keep it close to my ribs. So I'm stretching him forward. So when Lawrence goes to bend his arm, it's difficult. Toe in, hips go across. Why? If I go, he'll just run around me. He'll just, yeah. So how you turn with your hips back, right? You have to raise your leg. But I get here, hips go across. Now he can't run. So three things. There's coupling down on the wrist, up on the shoulder, rotating and stretching forward and back. That makes it hyper-tight. And then you break his wrist. And then they have to finish, if he bends his arm, it's like a keto. They do that, yeah. And you sweep him down. But he's supposed to break his arm. Okay, so one more time here. So I have the inside grip. Any kind of distance you're going to bend your arm. So I get here. Now if you go to bend it, it's already difficult. Yeah. This comes across, so I'm going to couple, rotate, and stretch. Yeah. Feel? Yeah. And just go crack. And then my teacher, I never did the training, but my teacher said you can like shoulder, save it out with his broken arm. Yeah.
Turns around eventually.
I don't think to be that mean. Obviously, I didn't invent this stuff.
So toe out first, pull my hand, see my dead ankle, and you catch it, and your elbow's close. So now it's hard to keep it up, it's hard to bend it down. Toe in, throw your hip across, perfect. Now, rotate, stretch, down, up. Stop right there, right there. Yeah, so the three forces. One.
Almost support this.
Exactly what it does, I can't push it down.
Right.
And then now I can't run around your hips in no way. And keep going, look, feel a little more. That's it. You can feel it out a little. You can feel it, you just go, you can literally, you're not going to break an arm like this or something, but this will actually do it, right? Right. So those are the genre of the throws. And then the follow, so, my teacher's thing was, you break it and then you flip them over, you flip them over. If he bends it though, that's the turn, pull the hip in thing. And then you can take them down with like an American arm.
Yeah.
What's it called? Shield nugget?
Shield nugget.
Nike.
What do you know?
Shield nugget?
4.0 or 2.0?
There's one other, this is a little hard to do like if you're sparring around, but if you get here too, you're coming under, and you feel like you're not going to get it, you come all the way here, and he falls. But if you go fast, it's dangerous on the shoulder, so it's,
That's it, if you put some whip in that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it like hard.
Yeah.
But, so I'm trying to get it, I feel like, it's not, I go all the way to here, like that, I feel. It's just like a wrist lock to your shoulder, and if you do it hard, it's, I don't know, I've never done it in sparring, but I learned it. So that China, the foot scooping one, basic idea. Then, what's that, draft, so the draft was my favorite. So I always tell the story, no shit. So me and my best friend I grew up with, right, he's done the black belt jiu-jitsu, so we trained together like, he was like a prodigy wrestler guy, he's a badass guy, right? And so we were watching this guy, we were somewhere, I can't remember where we were, and different people were teaching, the guy was teaching blah, blah, right? And I'm not exaggerating, he was doing like some version of our dragon, and one of the guys goes, what's it for? And he got him and two other guys in a row, and he went like this, he went backhand slap, forward slap, and like literally across all three faces. And my buddy goes, like the Three Stooges. Anyway, cut. But yes, it's not, that's not how I learned it. But anyway, I always remember it's hilarious.
That's the advanced application.
Yeah. So this one, from here up, right? So he throws like a right front kick. Here, and then I walk this way. I just throw him on his head. So the initial catch is this, like you're doing the movement, but lower. So the footwork is cool. You toe out, goes past. If you toe in, of course, you know he's behind me. So when face stop here, he kicks, and I just drive up, right? Now, this end goes up quick. Why? He's going to punch me, but no, he can't. And then I just lift and turn. It's a terrible, fall, right? So that's the defensive run, right? So let me try to go with. So you're kind of lined up. He throws his rear power kick. Boom. Shoot that up high. There you just walk in a circle. But yeah, exactly. They'll almost fall. They'll flip almost over if you do it hard, right? So one more time. That's the basic idea. And then there's the Gauss, they have an offensive one. So you connect, you do the same, you do the same lean, you're supposed to get to toe out and pull. This form wedges here. So see my stance? So Lawrence pushes back in, but he can't. Then I turn this up and I catch here and I just swing over. The important thing is the up, if you one time, the up root before you grab it. So it's not like I bend over, you'll smash me.
Yeah.
So I toe out, I drive. Then I drive you up and catch it. I feel it. And then I just go throw them down. So you throw like your lead jab, toe out, pull my hand, wedge and form. I can't push back down. Then step behind, this is already coming up. And now just pick my leg up and then turn. Yep. One more time. Toe out. Now you want to toe out wedge. What you want is for me to resist. Now you drive me up 45. That's it. And then turn your hand, weight goes off the leg, and then I go over.
Yeah, push up almost bring the leg up.
Correct. The weight should be like this when you go in, right? Correct. Should be like, if you try to go really fast, then I don't know, right? If I wedge here and he runs, break even, but he resists when I step look. There's no way. So I keep pushing up, and then you take him down. So the kick one, that one, basically it.
Can you go under with both hands?
No. Yeah, he'll bend over.
Can you go under with both hands?
No, I don't think so. You have to have something high pushing up here. Yeah. And then dragon, that's basically all the dragon. The dragon was good for building up the shoulder to the, through the bicep to the finger connection. This is like strong. You keep your thumbs back, your chest up, we talked about, right?
Yeah.
This is like really good training. Lock that pierce in. Yeah. All right. Then, oh, the bear. So the bear is a single palm change one. This thing is a variation of when I went to
I
pull.
like these throws. They're both the same.
Yeah. So instead of pulling here, I go around and then I hook and then I use my elbow like a lever to turn his head. So it makes the throw actually easier, right? Sure. And then there's variations. The lifting your knee is not a knee again. It's here. So this is like, you want to do the oxen, and you're like, fuck, that guy's not moving. Then you go up, and you torque his neck, more leverage, and then push behind his knee, more leverage. So that's the whole idea of doing this. Comes out. Like a hop goes in, this goes out. Anyway, so I got the overhook, I go to do my thing, I can't get him. So I lock here, and then I take him down. Right. Try that. So I have the overhook. Got that. So the trick is hook, and it's not lifting here, it's pulling your elbow down. And he'll fall anyway, but if you want to make it for sure, that's the idea of it. Yeah, exactly, right? You come from the inside out, boom, and then you finish.
Yeah, you just do that.
Yeah. If you had a lot of torque to kick that hard, he would like flip up onto his head. And then they're trying to do damage, right? The real elbow, right.
Feel the elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the lever is like the fulcrum right here, right? So when I get this hook, I pull in here, you like resist with your neck, right? I drop my elbow, feel. That's the leverage there. That's the main part of it. The time draw, this is like just a connecting pierce. You know what I mean? Like you're connecting, like practice over and over. Then you go into that kind of a turn. There's another one I learned, I never really did it because I feel like it's probably dangerous.
Hips in front.
Yeah, but I'll do it on Lawrence Fast. I basically step in front like I'm gonna do like a arm in front, like a side headlock, right? And then I would hit and pull him down, and then I turn my hip that way. You glue his head to your ribs, right? And you kind of just tort his neck. So I never really did it because I feel it's dangerous.
I look at them both as the kind of the same throw. One on here, and the other one here.
It is the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Astute observation. So that one though, you gotta actually rotate the neck.
Yeah.
So it's a little dangerous, right?
And I remember you showed me the one from the back. You can either do it with the back of the heel or step on.
Yeah, you can kick it there. You can sweep it, that's fine. It's all good. And then Phoenix is cool. The Phoenix is circle throws and then all the close body like single and double legs and all that. That's this whole thing, right? This whole thing has like you're hugging like kind of throw. So the first one, you're in this position. This is training your core, right? This is not really, it's for training. This though, remember how I said it goes vertical? It's variations of this throw here, and then I turn around and just lift his legs up. So in the form, I go this way to put his weight on his right leg, and then I bump as he falls, I pull his feet up in the air. So you get like a big high side double leg without having to lift them. So it's not, obviously, I'm not going to go like, ugh. I go, whoa, I turn back and lift. So, you have to have a mat, a big mat to, do it on something more padded. But that's, so like you're talking about form, it's important that it has that big turning energy that goes vertical. Yeah, that's one version of it. And then the rest are anything hugging. So the hip throws in this position, right? The thing where I spin, I step here, and then I spin, hip toss. So basically hip toss, right? The up here, and I walk and I throw that way. The way you do it, same thing, no lifting, right? I bring him up 45. You can hold here as well, and then I turn. Very popular. If you want to throw them harder, so I can do it here, tilt, and then sharp. And if you don't fall, I go back. Yeah, that's the standard. So that's the turning. All right, so pull the legs out sideways, hip toss, kind of that side double leg, and then the other one is
Cross lift, right? Cross lift.
really good there. Then the circle. So it looks like the Aikido one, but when the Baba does it, usually you're here, you chop, you pump this down behind his hips. If you push here, it won't connect. Like you let it go. It just won't connect to his hips. So this hand goes down behind his butt. And the thing to remember is the axis of rotation is not his neck out here. It's between my hands right here. And I move each part equally. Right? He flips over. Yeah, so that's the end. You like that. Right? So yeah. So when I'm here, it's not up here, and it's not moving and holding. I toe in, my elbow comes to my hip, and that locks it on, locking your shoulder.
Yeah.
And that's the try that, just to get a single throw. So usually, like you hit, you come underneath, chop, like this comes inside, then chop my neck, boom, and grab it, right? Then step toe in behind me, pull my head down to that way as you lift. There's no way to stop that. It locks all the way to my hips.
Sure.
So that's their version of the circle throw, and you can also do it close, like for the underhook, right? You can be in these positions, like little ones. That's that, and the quarter monkey. So they probably put elastic as fatal. I don't know. So a couple of them. I've never done this for real. I'll show you. You get the chopping thing. You grab here. You come under, and then you turn into the monkey. Pull the head off. It's good to know. And then
You can do it slowly with somebody. I never practice. I would never practice that and go to resistance.
Yeah.
I
Then-
don't grab people's necks like that.
this is the up like a push as you walk. So normally what you do is you pull and you come onto they teach you to push on the lat in the front of the chest. And you squeeze into my teacher says the slacks out of the meat, and you can feel his ribs. And then you just go up 45 and fly away. One of those, you just make them fly away. Yeah. So I connect over here. I connect. I push him away. that's that one. And then the last one is, you're behind doing this one, right? You get both, and the same thing, I drop the elbows, bring his chin forward, and then I pull him over his head.
Sure.
For the monkey one.
And
So,
slacks out of, what was
it
it?
slacks out of the knee.
Slacks out
Yeah.
of me.
Chinese over
It's
here.
good, it's good.
I do the lead thing, and then it's not this, it's this. Now I have your ribs, feel?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I take a step and run you into whatever.
Lift the whole rib cage up.
Yeah, so go ahead, just pull my hand, step your right foot around, and then both hands into the lap in the front. Push in a little, take all the slack out till you feel my bones up. There, now then just walk forward. I'm gonna fly right. There's no gap in your pressure. And your hands are angled up like the form, so the force makes me go up.
Yeah.
So obviously when I get here, I'm not gonna like grab the wincher and lift
Yeah,
it.
sure.
But because it's angled up, he goes over, it's easy to push. So that's the push from the monkey, and then you can twist the knob out. And basic techniques, pretty much the overview. And then, you practice the entries, and then of course the slidings, you practice hand techniques, off punches, but those are the places you get. And then they give you some kicks, close quarters, you're behind, like different things happen. China, not a lot, like mostly it's added in. People have all these Wagwa China, but it's just China, and you kind of, do them however you want. The arm break one, there's a couple basic ones, because turning, that's about it.
I'm so happy I learned this. I wanted to learn Bagua, and those Bagua styles are really big. And I tried